What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Actually not welcome back because this is the very first video. Welcome to my channel. My name is Levi Milliborg. I'm a video editor and cinematographer and I like to play video games. So on this channel we're going to be talking about just like some tech, some gaming, and then also just like the office space. So today on this video I'm just going to be introducing the channel out with, hey, where I get everything done. So I use this setup primarily for editing and also gaming, and then I'm looking to get into streaming. So I'll have later videos on streaming and everything, but today it is just about creating this setup. Now this setup used to look like this. I used to work in my bedroom and I didn't have my own dedicated office space. Now I have an office, and with that space I was able to make this turn into this. So if you want to see what that ends up looking like, stay tuned for the video. Also remember to drop a like and subscribe. This is the very first video, so you literally have the ability to like get in at the very beginning of this channel. I'm going to be trying to stay pretty consistent with this one and actually doing, and actually trying to like make it grow. There is an Instagram for this channel, a Facebook, a Twitter, and pretty soon here I'll be making a TikTok. So yeah, just trying to be consistent and trying to make some new content. So anyway, hope y'all enjoy. Let's take a trip back. Okay, Taylor just touched up this wall, and now it's time to start assembling the desk. Okay, so Taylor just painted these. Got 1, 2, she just painted them black to match the wall, same color. These are gonna be what holds up the desk. So they've been paint to match the wall, and they are going to hold up the desk. We're gonna go with this white desk here, and then we'll end up bolting it all down and see how it looks. But for now, I'm just really loving how this accent wall looks. Okay, so this is basically what the desk is gonna look like. Just to kind of give you an idea, like this is just 2 shelves painted black, and I think this is a door. Like, I'm not actually completely sure what this is, but it came from Taylor's parents. There's like a logo here. Anyway, but yeah, it's just like this random white panel, but it's pretty strong. We'll be able to hold weight just fine. And I'm basically just gonna take some screws and drill some screws through the bottom of this into that, and make it work. So, making your own custom desk, I think, can actually be pretty easy if you're just willing to take the time. But I think the really cool thing about doing like a custom desk is that you can really like cable manage it correctly, and you can really make the cables invisible if you want, which is the goal with this build. So desk is assembled. Yeah, so basically what I did, screwed it in from the bottom, gave myself about 3 inches right here, actually exactly 3 inches right here on both sides, and it hangs off to the front a little bit, but it feels pretty solid for the most part. I was thinking about having it in the corner, but I think I'm gonna go for the center of the room look. I don't know. I think that's what I'm going for right now. So yeah, I like it. I like it so far. Also, so I secured underneath with this. It looks kind of ridiculous, but basically what I did is I got 2 screws going in here, and that's not quite strong enough to hold this well. So I did that piece of wood right there, and that wood's kind of acting like a washer. So what I'll probably do is whenever I go to finish like touching up stuff and painting, well, let me phrase that, when Taylor goes to touch up and paint in here, I'll have her paint those wood pieces as well so it all matches. I think it's time to start moving the setup over. Setup's in this room, and this is kind of what we're about to take apart. So we got 2 KRK speakers, Acer Predator X34, PC, so should be pretty cool. So we're about to take this apart. Crazy thing about this is all the wires have cable ties on them, so they're all pretty tight. And then also for the speakers, they're running all the way back under this couch right here to the sub. So I gotta take all of that apart and get all this wire taken apart. So we are about to freaking take this thing apart and do it. So we have the PC just kind of set there, and honestly, just kind of initial look looks pretty nice. But I'm going to mount the monitor arm on the back here, and so I had to add this 4x4 block so that it could attach properly. So it'll end up getting painted, but it basically looks kind of like that. But it's really nice because it helps to add some weight to the back of the desk and helps to kind of firm it up a little bit, make it feel better. So in here, things are starting to come apart. It was all together so nice, and now it's just about to come apart. Also, this cable management here, I gotta be honest, it's not the best, but it's not bad either. You know what I'm saying? All right, the monitors are off. My big, nice ultra wide just like sitting there. Then my other tiny monitor there. Tables coming apart, and I actually have the monitor stand installed on the desk here, and it looks pretty nice. It is exactly in the center. So this desk is 80 inches wide. And so, and that little guy right there is 4 inches wide. So basically, if you measure, I did quick math in my head. Basically, if you measure from this edge to that edge, it should be exactly 38 inches on both sides. So this is literally the exact center of the desk. So trying to just get that symmetry going on. Shout out TechSource for really pushing that. So I'm trying to make this setup look sweet. Also, mounted pretty good. Definitely was really happy that I put this wood board here. Wouldn't have been able to do it without it. Also, it just helped to firm up the table real nice. Just quick note on these: if you are going to use a door to build a desk, as I'm just kind of doing this now, make sure you just get some extra pieces of wood for support. Like I said, this will get painted, but those extra pieces of wood really will go a long way in making the desk feel solid, because a lot of times these cheap doors, and you might just be given one or find one, they're usually hollow. So that might bother you, it might not. It doesn't really bother me, but there are definitely some ways you can help to firm it up. All right, so we got the monitors mounted so far. Fit pretty good. I had this guy up top before, and this one on bottom, and it kind of strained my eyes a little bit to be like looking up all the time. It sounds weird, but it kind of was. So I put it on the bottom to see how I like that. But yeah, everything went pretty good. Got both the arms doing their thing back here. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep plugging away here, but man, I have to say, that just looks sick, just with that nice desk, that ultra wide. It's pretty cool. All right, so slowly coming along here. Got the mouse, got the keyboard out anyway, kind of giving you an idea. Kind of have the audio interface where I think it's gonna be. Just starting to get some cables set up. Pulled the sub out of the old room. Just still kind of figuring out how this is all gonna work. Oh, one cool thing. Got these cable hiders from Home Depot. See that there? It's actually pretty cool. And they have adhesive on the back. So I think it's not gonna stay there just like that, but that's just kind of where it's at temporarily. But what's cool is I can run those on the back side here once I get all the cables, so that'll be nice. Kind of coming over into this room. I mean, it looks completely different. Tables moved. Speakers are still sitting there, gotta take those down, but right now I'm about to pull all this speaker wire up. So here we go. All right, so PC's on, got the keyboard, screen's going, looks pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna have the sub sit there, And then I'm gonna have the speakers mounted there, kind of sitting, like bottom of the speaker, kind of sitting level with this. And there's gonna be one in each corner. So it's gonna be kind of unique. It's gonna be very wide. And I'm hoping it'll work well. Maybe sound a little different. I'm excited. I'm definitely excited. So yeah, it's looking good. In the other room, got the speakers down, and man, this is crazy. It's about to, I've spent so many hours right here, and it's nuts to see it like coming apart. So, okay. So we got the speakers installed. Looks pretty nice, pretty happy with it. Had these extra cable hiders, so ran them down to the ground there, and got to clean all that up. Same with over here. So yeah, lots of cables to clean up though, man. I mean, like, look at that. What a mess. So, lots to clean up, but we gonna get it cleaned up. Had to end up using this plug and this plug here as well. So, you know, just how we do. Setup looking clean though, so far. Especially with the speakers, man. Like, I barely can get this camera wide enough to like get this shot. Like, it'll look something kind of like that when it's done. Still need to push the desk up, and a whole lot more decorating to do, and cable management and all that stuff, and not to mention LEDs. But we're gonna keep chugging along here. Okay, so the bedroom is pretty much clear. Got the couch out, been vacuuming, and then all of this is gone. Look at that, it's crazy. It's still a mess, but this is where we're at with the office. So we got the futon in. That's great. Still gotta get this all right, but got the futon in, got the switch there, still moving stuff over. And then PC and all that stuff is set up. Still trying to figure out exactly how I'm going to decorate it, whether I'm going to use this or not. Got the speakers in. Looking pretty nice, looking pretty nice. Black curtain. Ran Ethernet line, so yeah. Coming along pretty good. Okay, now it's time for what I call the cherry on top. The RGB lights. So I got like 50 feet of that. This is the kind that you can control with the remote. The one in the living room is like voice controlled, but I accidentally ordered the one with the remote for this, and so I'm not gonna send it back because I actually kind of like the remote sometimes. Anyway, these are all the LEDs, just a pile, and we're about to start LEDing the setup. It's coming along. Check this out. So I double looped it back here. 2 strips along the back, and then around the back of the monitor. So I got some left over, and I'm figuring out what I'm gonna do with that. All right, so we're pretty much done. Get a look from behind here. Looks just great. Added an extra layer of LEDs at the bottom, should help to illuminate the ground. Did the monitor and all that. And then just did some cable management here. So it's all the cables coming from the monitor. Did zip ties and basically just like zip tied them up. And then this is the audio interface, the extra mouse. This is the controller for the lights. And then just did all those cables down. So I'm gonna push the desk in, turn off the lights, and see how it looks. And oh my gosh, it looks sick. It turned out so great. Kind of illuminates the ground, illuminates the back wall. The whole back side's pretty clean for the most part. So yeah, turned out great. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and check the description below for the socials. Man, let's build this channel, man. Peace out.